Hi, everybody. So, I'm going to choose a card for the collective for divine people. This is the Dream Weavers deck. So, we're going to see what comes out and whatever downloads that come to me as I'm reading the card. So, let's see what we get here. Okay, we got these cards. So, I'm going to pick a card here. Let's see. Something's happening. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay. Okay, it was still loading. So let's see. Okay. So a card came out, y'all. I felt like I wanted to click a few cards, but let's see what came out. It said, "Let the fire dragon sleep." A warning to stay out of drama. Respecting the consequences of possible dangerous outcomes. Dealing with contrary people. The fire dragon are powerful and uncontrollable. By their very nature, they can cause destruction and damage that can take a long time to heal from. These creatures like their rest. They don't like to be awakened by a stranger. When this card arrives, it's a gentle warning that whatever situation or person is inviting you to dance with anger, jealousy, or resentment must be avoided. So some of y'all could have someone trying to get you into some sort of argument or battle with them. For some of y'all, could definitely be someone with water in their chart. They could have earth in their chart. Okay, it could be somebody in your family or somebody in your workplace or someone in a work group or where you work at. It could be in your small business if you have a side hustle or something. Um, Yeah, so it could be somebody who wants you to put your energy into some sort of toxic communication with them. They might want you to become unstable with your emotions, possibly to drive you insecure, to make you where you're not confident, where you're weak. Okay, for some of y'all, could be also someone with air or water, because I'm seeing some light here. Air and water in their chart, or someone else who has a lot of fire, or it's a bunch of people on a platform. So it could be like a lot of people who got drama with them and arguing, competition, battling. It could be on a platform, okay? Or you are the dragon, okay? And you want your peace. So make sure you be mindful of who you connect with, okay? So you could use this card as a writing prompt for today if you wanted to. So since this could be like water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, but amethyst energy, protection. It could also have to do with the throat chakra, crown chakra. So perhaps you can write something about setting up boundaries. How would you respond to a toxic conversation or some sort of verbal argument? How can you respond to it in a healthy way? Perhaps you could write a journal entry about that. Um, what do you do to protect your peace? If you were setting up boundaries and protecting your peace today, what are some things you would do? Write down 6 things you would do to protect your peace. It could be hobbies, it could be things that you're interested in, places you would go, um, things you would probably say or not say. Okay, it could be something spiritual that you're doing. Yeah. Okay, so try not to have drama on your mind. Okay, try not to let other people's baggage and drama be all up in your mental space. Okay, try not to think if there was some sort of fight in your family or your tribe, don't let it disturb your mental peace. Okay, so if you're having problems in your family, someone may have brought your spirit down or tried to attack your confidence or try to deplete your power or whatever. Now it's not a good time to argue with them about that. You really want to actually make sure you're getting some rest and you're working on some projects, because that could be fire energy, could be project energy, like projects. Okay, talent. So just put your mind and your energy into your talent. Okay, look for things that make you laugh. It says have a sense of humor. All right, so if you get stressed out and you're about to get upset, you may want to look at some comedy. Okay, so the fire dragon, okay, that could also be like earthbound spirits. Yeah, you could have earthbound spirits. I see earth in the back. Your ancestors trying to guard you from any danger or to protect you. Like the fire energy can be also very much like guardian, like a guard. So guard your home, guard your workspace, guard your throat. Okay, yeah, guard your throat. So you could actually be getting lucky. I see all that money, see all the earth. So you could be manifesting some money. Just don't get caught up in um, some community or worldly type toxicity. It could even be on the internet. Your weaving must remain true to the patterns you want to see more of. So basically, focus on what you want to come more. So whatever you focus on now, whatever you speak now, whatever you put your energy into now is what you will manifest definitely now. So they're saying be mindful of your manifestation energy, where you put your energy at. Okay? It says, and the stories of your journey. So if you like to write stories, or possibly like nonfiction, prose, flash fiction, this would be a good day to write that. Or if you're into painting, like little stories. This looks very like young and youthful, like almost like children's story. So perhaps you may want to explore like illustrations. Maybe you want to try that today. Watercolor painting, getting your colored pencils out and see what you can come up with if you did a series of illustrations um, related to setting boundaries and you celebrating your talents. Be careful of somebody keeping you stuck, getting you stuck, focused on what they think. A dragon likes to choose to be in its cave. It doesn't like to be forced in it. So make sure that you're not just stuck in the crib or stuck on a platform, caught up in what someone else has to say. When it's not healthy for you to hear it. So This part says, if you keep to the road of your destiny and your eyes on the prize, holding space for your unique gifts, your light will be a beacon of hope for all. So it says, if you keep to the road of destiny. So what does the road of destiny look like to you? If you were on the road and you could see your destiny along the road, what would you see? What are 6 things would you see? You can paint it or you can draw it. So if you were at the road, right down, if you was on the road and you looked out the window, you looked out 6 times out the window to see parts of your destiny, what would you see? This is also a good time to go to journal and to go to your books. Okay, that's like paper energy. If you're into publishing, you might want to look up publishers today. Also, I see, managers and agents that may be related to your talents. You might want to look up some today, like research. Okay, just be mindful of your research energy with your researching. You could be looking up talent scouts, publishers. Yeah, that's something you could look up instead of like. Okay, try not to get people to agree with you. If someone don't agree with you, if someone doesn't want to spit out the truth, they don't want to spit out the truth. So somebody could be withholding the truth from you or not being honest with you and not telling you what you need to hear, and they might not, they may never do that. So you just need to move on, okay? Someone could be resisting in communicating with you, like letting something come out clear, um, or just okay, you can have someone that's ignoring your phone call or something or your text messages, and it may get you upset. Okay, yeah, because that's like water energy. So yeah, you may have someone that's avoiding answering your messages, or you're avoiding answering someone's messages. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Take whatever resonates. Um, so it says unique gifts. Unique. Okay, if you went to do your gifts today, celebrate your gifts today, how could you do them in a unique way? Your light. Okay, it could be your guidance. It could be your clarity. It could be your wisdom. It could be your skills. Okay, whatever. Yeah, what you say, what you speak today could be a beacon of hope for us all. Says, so let the fire dragon sleep content and curl up in their cave. Okay, so yeah, you want to be in your own cave today, your own workspace where you do your talents and focus on your gifts and avoid any arguments. So you can let this card be your inspiration for something artistic. If you want to draw yourself in a cave as a dragon, what would it look like? Um, what would be going on in your mind if you were in a cave and you were a dragon? What would you be thinking about? You could write down some things that's like would be on your mind. Okay. Let's see. Let's pull another card here. So we got that card. Let's see what else. Okay. Well, the card didn't change. I would have to go back here. Okay, we're going to pull one more card because I felt like that was so inspirational. Okay. We're going to pull. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if a card came out. All right. Okay, we pulled a card here. Ooh, that looks like a bird, huh? Being full of yourself, knowing who you are, who you're becoming, and authenticity shining on behalf of the divine. Wow. So look at that. Do you know who you are, what you truly value, what matters to you? So you could use these as prompts. Who are you? Write down, I would say, write down 6 things that tell you who you are. Try to be clear. Try to use nouns and verbs. Try to get some verbs in some of the lines if you're a writer. Nouns and verbs. Okay. What you truly value. What do you value? Okay, write down 6 things, 6 to 9 things that you value. And maybe you can write down the reasons why. Or what do you do with these things to show that you value them? So you can write 6 things down that you value, and what do you do to show that you value them? And what you don't do to show that you value them. What do you don't do to them? Okay? To show that you value them. Can you be the person without worrying what others think? You are a unique and special being with your own path, your own journey to travel. You have incarnated with the purpose built into your very being. You don't have to look for it ever. It's inside you and has been all along. So we see here, right, it's like all those different, like patterns and colors. So some of y'all are definitely poetic. There's a lot of water energy. Mysterious. Okay. Some of y'all could show transformation of some kind in your work. Some of y'all could have a very strong voice, powerful voice in your work. Definitely with audios, paper. Okay, could be vocal or dance. Some of y'all could be a very poetic, like storyteller in the things that you do, your talents. So let's see here. It says this is something to celebrate. So it has been inside you and been there all along, something to celebrate. It says instruments here. So perhaps you can write a piece today that involves instruments. Okay, if you selected 4 random instruments, what would their personalities be? And what would they possibly be talking about, and how would they respond to each other? So that's a fun little prompt there. Special note. If you want to leave yourself a couple of special notes today, something you don't want to forget, something that means a lot to you, something that you think is important for your dreams to come true, what would those special notes say? Okay, and here's that great song. Okay, what if you took a public domain poem, wrote it in, edit it so that it's like they're lyrics, like they move like a song. And then what if you redefine the words, put it through at the source of something, that redefine the words, and then change the way it looked. Now, what if you wrote a response to lyrics to a song? How about that one? You found a song, it's a song that you like, or perhaps you just picked a random song off an album, and you went to write a response to the song. Whatever the song lyrics are talking about, the story of it, you're responding to it. What would you say? Okay? So, if you went to write down something you want to speak up about, what would you speak up about? What if it has something to do with your community, your family, your... What if it was something you were speaking up about because you were having compassion for yourself? That's why you're speaking up about it. Okay. It says making choices from an authentic desire to participate is always what's best for everyone. Making choices from an authentic desire to participate is always best for everyone. It says you have come so far in life. It's time to be proud of who you are and what you have to offer the world. Like a firebird is called the soar. That's a nice word, soar. What if you wrote a short little prose piece and you just kept using the word soar through the piece every time you went to tell someone to do something? Like if you went to tell someone to do something and you would say, now soar, okay? Soar. If you let this be sort of like the hook or the chanting part of your piece. What if you wrote what you experience mentally, physically, spiritually if you went to soar in your imagination? What if you celebrated all the senses that you experienced when you soared? What if you looked at the sky and imagined you were soaring, and then you wrote 6 things down that you experienced? It said, just remember your true heart. Okay? Some of y'all may have had a true love, okay, that you feel got away, somebody that you loved, and somehow y'all not together. Maybe it's unrequited love. Perhaps you could write a memory about that unrequited love or that breakup. Somebody who you may thought was your true love. Or maybe you thought they were and they really weren't, but what made you think they were your true love? Perhaps you can write down a memory or experience of that y'all had that made you think they were your true love. It's okay to be vulnerable. Take off the mask you hide behind. So, if you want to reveal who you really are, what 6 things would definitely be you? Now, if you don't know, then journal a couple of things you did that you enjoyed or some gifts that you love, and those will kind of tell you who you are. Okay? You can write those things down. Remember, as writers, if you're a writer, nouns and verbs you want to use, okay? Action verbs. Or just good verbs, okay? If you are an artist or a painter, you're also supposed to be exploring emotion and movement, expression and feeling in your art, which often is shown through knowing what verbs was chosen before you painted the piece, what emotions. So some of y'all can first write down some emotions connected to some of the prompts that I gave you using this text, and then just write down some verbs, some random nouns, or some nouns and verbs that you chose according to the prompt, and then see what you end up writing or what you end up painting. So you could use this as inspiration. Okay? Perhaps this bird is at a party. Okay? And maybe they just performed something. and they're like standing with their arms up, proud of themselves, what they did. What did they just perform? What was the monologue? Perhaps it was a monologue or a soliloquy, or perhaps it was some sort of performance that they gave. What do you think it is? So that's another prompt. Or perhaps they're in a mirror learning something, they're practicing, they're doing some self reflection or something, or they could be looking in some water and they're seeing themselves proud of something that they've done. And so what have they done that has made them proud? So those are some prompts. Now don't try to overthink it. You could be proud of some of the most smallest things, the things you think are mediocre. It could be something that you've done for your family, or something that you brought to your family. It could be something that you had that you cooked up. That's a nice word, cooked up. It could be something that you it could be something that you just performed. Yeah. So this could also be fashion. See, I'm looking at fashion here. So if you're a beauty coach or a fashion designer, um, what happened when you did your last? How did you put together your last piece of fashion or beauty product? What if you used a recipe today as your template for a piece of prose or poetry, or as a jumpstart for your fiction or your flash fiction? Because it looks like he's flashing himself. Okay, so it could be like a flash of work. um, so yeah, so those are just some prompts there. For additional prompts, please become a member of my OnlyFans. I will be posting some additional prompts on my OnlyFans page sometime today. If you'd like to join my OnlyFans, you can join my OnlyFans at Victoria's Nest. Okay? My OnlyFans is Victoria's Nest. I post daily prompts at least 4 or 5 days a week on here. Readings, videos, documents, PDFs, stuff that's hard to find on the internet. I put on there all kind of free books and stuff. I give books away. I highly recommend that you join my OnlyFans. These videos on this channel are also on my OnlyFans. So if you want to see this video again and you don't want to come to my channel, you can also go to my OnlyFans at Victoria's Nest. If you'd like to send a cash donation, you can send it to my Cash App at # Coach V Hunter. Thanks for watching. Bye.